Welcome to Talk of the Times, where I give you a glimpse of what people were thinking in Hastings and St. Johns County over 100 years ago. This week, people in town were rallying for better firefighting options after a fire destroyed part of downtown. The article is titled, "Sentiment is Strong for Fire Protection," and it reads, "Since the disastrous fire that destroyed the auditorium in Stone Street and Miller Garage, a strong sentiment has been making itself felt in town to the effect the local fire protection should be strengthened to a very marked degree. The equipment of the fire department is far from good, and the department itself seems organized rather more loosely than is in the best interest of the town. The sentiment is by no means a reflection on the individual members of the department, but rather a criticism of the manner in which they have been forced by conditions to conduct their business. The chief criticism of the fire protection is aimed at the fire engine, which, while being an excellent machine in itself, is by no means suitable for the tasks it is obliged to perform. Such a machine, which must be towed to fires by an automobile or other means of locomotion, is a handicap too severe to be really efficient in a town like Hastings. All too frequently, no automobile is immediately available when the engine is needed, and valuable time is lost in hunting for one. Even when one is at hand, time is lost in hitching it to the engine. Fire prevention experts point out that it is the first 5 minutes of a fire which decides its course. Since December, Hastings has suffered 2 fires. It cannot be denied that the engine was extremely late in getting to each fire, and that it is quite possible that at any moment a fire may break out where the saving or loss of the building will depend entirely on how soon the engine can respond. There can be little doubt that when such a fire does break out, the fire will have gained too great headway for the engine to cope with it by the time it reaches the scene. 2 methods to remedy the trouble have been suggested, both of them good. One suggests the purchase of a tractor to be attached to the engine and to be kept in readiness at all times to drag the machine to a fire whenever needed. Several types of tractors are now on the market designed exclusively for fire department use. One, the Martin tractor, a 3-wheeled machine capable of considerable speed, has been found especially effective. A second suggestion contemplates the entire elimination of the present engine and the purchase of a motor fire engine or combination hose car and pumping engine. Several types of the latter are on the market. It is probable that part of the expense of obtaining a new engine could be met by trading in the present engine. It is quite possible also that an engine could be purchased from one of the large cities which might be discarding small engines in favor of larger ones. In that case, it is not unlikely the same method could be pursued by Hastings, and the local engine disposed of to some other town. One argument in favor of increased fire protection is that, with better equipment, it would be possible for the local fire department to extend protection to the nearby farms located along any of the brick roads. At present, those farms have no protection. It is thought by those who have this feature in mind that an arrangement could be made whereby the farmers, who would gain the benefit of this broadened protection, would also share in the necessary expense. In any event, the matter of better fire protection is one which seems certain to claim considerable attention in the near future. That Hastings and its surrounding territory needs better protection, there can be no doubt. The means for providing it are yet to be discovered. Did you enjoy this week's Talk of the Times? Well, stay tuned for more. There is a lot going on in Hastings, both past and present. Make sure to follow our Facebook page to keep up with everything that's happening.